So, quick question. What's your definition of good and evil? Like, realistically, what do you define as a good person? What do you define as a bad person? So what do you define as someone that actually knows what they're doing? Someone that actually is just winging it and then causing damage? Like the person that is planning everything, are they good or evil if they're causing destruction? If the person that doesn't know anything, are they good or evil when they're causing damage? Like, what is your definition? Like, I get tired of this entire thing where everyone just open my eyes. Okay, there you go. Anyways, so I get tired of all this thing where everyone just always like, this person's evil for this, but do you understand what they went through? Like, even when it comes to the definition, like to me, good and evil has always been something where I understand both sides. Evil can come out of good and good can come out of evil if you understand where it comes from, if you understand the basis of everything. Sometimes it's a need, sometimes it's a chance, sometimes it's something you're not expecting and you just go into it. Like, a lot of people talk about good and evil and then understand that the judgment they pass on people is ridiculously stupid. And I will say that to anyone that's like, hey, you got the mark of the devil when you got the COVID shot. I understand the concept of it. I understand that you're selling yourself for this. But in the point of range where you have people that have to feed their kids and have no way of supporting anything, then they have to go. And are those people different from someone that wants to go on a holiday? Yes, they are. They're completely different. But are you gonna categorize all of them in one group? Yes, because what does everyone do? Everyone. I do the same thing. So when everyone's out there just casting out judgment, we all do it. But who really thinks about the difference between the two? Everyone says this is what it is, does anyone think about the percentage that hears it and is like, yo, that's not true, that's not right? When you think about good and evil and the concept of how it really breaks down, say someone struggles their entire life and gets to the point where they're put in a situation where they have to take care of someone, a child, family, or something, and they have an opportunity and they sell their soul. Are they good or evil? They did it for their family. They don't want their family any of the rituals and shit, but they're doing the rituals. They're doing all this shit. The love for their family is there, but the opportunity to actually make money and make sure their family doesn't starve to death is there. What is your definition of good and evil? Can someone that does that shit get their soul back? Do you know that? Like, have you studied everything? If all the information we're given is false, have you studied any of this? If you study it, then if you know it's false, then how are you studying it? If you think it's true, then how do you not know it's false? These are bits and pieces of truth that we're given by chance, by luck, because God tried to make sure that we get some kind of message to get back to Him. But we're out here casting judgment on people when you don't know what anyone's going through. Like a drug addict that has rich parents, just never got loved by his parents, turns into a drug addict and then is out there every day, happiest guy. I remember this guy. Anyone from Jane and Finch will remember Pete. Just high out of his mind, happiest guy, helping everyone. I'm just like, I would, I would give you props, but like your hands just look like they got things on them, and just put the happiest guy ever. Like it just, how do you take away from anything? There's so many people that got robbed because their family did things to them that just took away their happiness and broke them down, and just now they're not worth anything. Because life happens when you know the devil's working. People be like, yo, God's there, but then you out there just being like, yo, this person's not worth my time. I'm better than them. Why? When did you start casting judgment? Like, I don't understand this. I've only wanted happiness for people. I know a lot of people that only wanted happiness because they only know misery. So when someone else gets something, it's just like they deserve it. But I'm not gonna say I deserve it because they deserve it. It's just I know people that done that, and y'all just fucked in the sense of overall everyone. Because even the same people down the road or before have done the same thing. Everyone goes through these feelings of up and down, through hardships, through trials. What is someone? How is someone different from someone that went through hardships and then sold their soul, or someone that went through hardships didn't sell their soul but then did foul shit, or someone that didn't go through hardships and then sold their soul when they went reached a situation where they had no opportunity to actually get out because they didn't have the experience to go through all the hardships to actually learn the skill sets. And now they're just worried about someone that they love. They were put in the situation and they want to make sure they survive. Like, how does everyone choose how to judge? I don't understand this. How does everyone go out there? What's your definition of good and evil? What's your definition of the God and the devil? Like, how do people actually go about saying this person is Lord? That's just judgment, hate, and jealousy most of the time. And just the conversation is different if you just take a little bit of time, just a little bit of time, and think about what they're going through. And it just doesn't make sense to me, because to me, someone that sells their soul is not a bad person. They've done bad shit. Like, you could be fucking all these rituals and shit. I'm not even gonna go into it. You could be doing that shit. That's fine. That's not me. That shit happens with or without you. Like, it's not gonna end if one person stops doing this shit. This is already going. There's a war beyond wars. Like, how you gonna blame one person? It's the opportunity that people take on someone's weakness or someone's greed or someone's something. Like, this world doesn't just give you opportunity to live your world, like live your life happy. It corrupts you, it breaks you down, and it gives you opportunity to see when you will actually sell yourself, what you will do to get what you want, and how strong you will stay and how firm you will stay on your principles and whatnot. And sometimes things happen that break your principles, because if there was something that was to happen to my loved ones, my principles will break, because I'd rather risk my life. I'd rather end my life than see my family's life end. As much as I don't like my sisters. I love them, but I don't like them. It's just one of those things. My family, please don't call me. That was a fucking joke. Please don't call me. So the point is just, how far do you go into the judgment of someone when you don't know what they went through, how they felt, what they were going through at that time, and what opportunities they had? And once you go down that path, can you really get out? How hard is it to get out? Do you understand? How far deep can you go? And just, do those people stop loving their children and wanting the best for their children? Like, do they stop being the person they are? And just, they have a side that they'd rather not show. And some people truly do go evil and whatnot. I'm not defending everyone. I'm not talking about everyone. I'm just saying, this is a particular situation where I'm just saying, to cast judgment without actually knowing the situation is fucking hilarious to me. Why does everyone go through that? But at the same time, I'm not telling you to go befriend everyone and talk to everyone, because at the same time, there's a lot of fucking weirdos out here. A lot of crackheads, meth heads, just bare people that just don't know what the fuck they're doing. These drugs have new names. I don't even know what's going on. There's new divisions for this shit and a whole bunch of crap. I'm just saying, when it comes down to it, you really should take time and appreciate whatever good value someone can give to you. If they can't, continue on. But don't cast judgment on someone because someone told you something and you're like, oh, that person's this. Because then now you're taking someone's perception as a judgment towards their character before you give them a chance. As rumors run wild. I actually like rumors running wild, because then no one knows what the fuck's going on with me. And then no one really knows until, like, you talk to me and be like, oh, this guy's cool. Otherwise, stay the fuck away from me. But most people don't have that kind of confidence. I like to be alone. A lot of people like to be loved. I like to be alone. A lot of people like to be cared for. I like to be alone. A lot of people want to actually go to sleep with someone. I do. Fuck that shit. But anyways, the point is, you really gotta understand, life's not that easy. Stop judging people for no reason. You don't know the definition of good and evil. There's so many options out there for you to believe in something that you don't even understand, and everyone's out here believing things that they don't even see. They didn't even. To me, math isn't even math until I actually ask God if math is math. Like, is this just our perception of how we understand how you created reality for us? Like, how the fuck am I even gonna go talk to anyone about what they went through when I can't even understand if these things that I was told are true? Or is this our perception of how to explain what happened? And these are questions I have from kids. From when I was a kid. I don't have kids. Ladies, I don't have kids. Just letting you know. I don't have kids.